I mean, I'm sorry, I went there, I went there. It's I haven't used scissors till this day. I've been using I've using like a butter knife to cut
That's
things now.
so.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Just running around New York City,
That's good.
doing all the days.
I saw the premiere. There was an IFC screening yesterday, wasn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was what we did. It was so fun. And it was by total coincidence, there was like a Burning Man documentary happening
Mm.
at the same exact time, and there was like this big truck full of people just like raving. And I was like, this is amazing. So I got up on the truck and started dancing with them.
Damn. But honestly, I watched this about two, three times now over the last maybe like 3 weeks, and I keep learning something new. And I've been tracking your journey since actually 2022 because you actually premiered your short film in Rain Dance.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Don't worry, it's gonna be okay. I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It
4 years
did?
ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. I think
Oh my God.
next. It's gonna be 4 years ago next week.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
insane.
yeah.
And yeah, it was around here in London, and I still remember the music from there. It was insane. Still, he had some great taste.
I had good tunes in the short. I had an ASAP Rocky song that was
Yeah, yeah.
so good. And I really wanted to bring it into the feature, but like it's a
Mm.
whole different ball game with the feature. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I can do it. But thank you. That's so
Mm.
crazy. You saw it at Rain Dance. Did
Mm.
you see it at Rain Dance or did you just see it like maybe
I
there
saw
was
it
a
at Rain Dance.
was
Yeah.
it before that the feature film that was playing? I forgot
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
But I was like, oh my God, like we're about to watch a movie about like drug addiction as a family drama. And then my short was coming before, and I was like, oh
Mm.
my God, short is crazy.
I mean, I wish you guys had the premiere for the feature in London. It would have been like a full circle
No,
moment.
to be honest, I thought about it the other day. I was like, why are we not doing something at Ring Dance? Like I feel like
Mm.
we should be doing that. Like, and I feel like the London crowd would get this movie.
100%. I mean, it's party season. And
Exactly, exactly.
and I want to start off with Chloe Cherry. I loved her in this. And
Mhm.
I mean, thank God for her because she brought the big laughs. And even though I'll say she exits quite early. I mean, that's a bit rude, but she's absolute internet gold while she's there. Like every line she drops is a literal meme. Did you, did you always know that you wanted to use her specific, like hilarious reality TV sort of energy as a bait and switch before moving into this like pitch black? Or did you just wander on set and you started filming?
I actually didn't. I didn't know what to expect. Like we met, obviously she read the script and she liked it, and I thought she was great on Euphoria. I thought she was really funny on
Mm,
Euphoria. But then when we got to set, because like we didn't have much time to like prepare to do the movie. Like I didn't have much time to like bond with the girls or like do a big script reading. Like, it's just a small indie movie, so it's just hard to do all that stuff. But when we got to set and I just realized how funny Chloe was, I was like, oh my God, she is comedy gold. She's like a
mm,
genius. She like has such a funny rhythm. She understands the scene. She's bringing all the energy. She's unapologetic about it. Like she's unafraid. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then I ended up giving her a lot more lines and like changing stuff because I was like, "Oh my God, you are." And I knew it. I was like, "She's the comedic relief in this film."
Mm.
And like and it's actually so important to have it in this group of friends. So I kind of it was a little bit like spontaneous the way the Chloe stuff happened. Like obviously like she had a great part as it was scripted, but I was like, I want to go further with it because you're so funny. And then yeah, I think it's funny because I when we were filming, I was like, shit, like she's so lovable and fun and like it's gonna be really heartbreaking when she exits the
Yeah.
film. Um, but then I thought, you know what? That's actually kind of what I went out to do in this movie. I like that it's like not falling into like the standard tropes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like we fall in love with her and then she, goes. And
Mm.
I think that's sort of powerful too, because it's like not on the nose and it's like unexpected.
Yeah, I like how ruthless you are with it, even with the pacing, with the characters. And I like the fact that there's this like influencer culture roast that you have. Your digs at like LA influencer culture, prioritizing like a curated trip aesthetic over like actual human safety. I mean, I thought it was hilarious. Like, how much of that was you just like roasting the absolute nonsense that you see like on social media? And did you like have to stop a friend from like getting kidnapped because they were taking a selfie?
It's funny. Um, yeah, some of it I like knew I was like taking the piss, if that's the right way to say it. Like, I don't know if that's the right way to say
I
it.
mean, you got it right.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I think that's trying to, I think I gets my point across, but like, I think I know I intentionally, made humor out of that a little bit, you know what I mean? But then some of it was just really like, just being wrapped up in your girl group,
Mm,
feeling like invincible, feeling like you're on top of the world. Like there is a little bit of that too, where it's not necessarily commenting on like influencer culture, but
mm.
also just like being young and naive and like wrapped up in party culture. Like I think it was a bit of that. And then obviously some of the jokes I thought were, funny um digs at what you're speaking to.
I mean, it is a funny film, and but I think the main thing that stuck with me, I'm a filmmaker myself, and I love my cameras, and the visual look of this was insane. Like you shift from that safe, sun-drenched LA vibe into this dangerous, like neon Molly, a red trance, and then finally the cold blue desert, showing the like survival nightmare. How do you and your camera crew pull something off that visually like tripping? Did you did you feel like you were on the drugs that that Amber was on whilst editing?
Of course. No, yeah, but yeah, I mean, I knew that's what I wanted the movie to be, or at least to have a lot of those elements when we were, making it, when I was writing it. And my DP, he did these two films, one called Ashambra and another called Akiara, that were so beautifully shot. Both the movies went to Cannes. It was like a very handheld, frenetic sort of style. And I
Mm,
knew I really wanted that for this movie and like the color palette to be, sort of spring break, like somewhere, Spring Breakers and Euphoria feel like really
mm,
turned up, if that makes sense. And I wanted it to be a little bit more grounded, but also like those were obviously the inspirations because I wanted all those, drug tripping sequences and Molly sequences and all of that to feel realistic. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
that's sort of the color palette of that world, the EDM world. Um, so yeah, that was super intentional.
Yeah, I love the how you use the camera in that with like the shutter, and it was stepped down, and it's got that shake. It's insane with the neon streaks. It almost felt like we were on the trip with them, and that's what I love.
Exactly. That was actually like, and actually, this is what I was going to say. I lost my thought. Um, Tim, my DP, like I knew he would be able to nail that feeling that like we're with the group of girls, we're with Amber, we're at this party, we're in the party, like we're feeling the party.
Mm,
Because I feel like that handheld camera, because he also operates the camera, like, so a lot of it was also his intuition. You know what I mean? Like obviously he knows the script inside and out and he's so professional, but like he it was a genius when it came to that. You know what I mean? Because I felt like we were with Amber, but then we would drift away for just a moment and then come back, and it just felt like exactly what I wanted it to be. And the camera work evoked the emotion I
mm,
wanted it to. And then obviously like the lens baby and like we did a couple of things that were more that we were exploring a bit, but I love the lens baby in the scene at the concert
mm,
when like they're having fun and Amber's loose and then suddenly she's like turning around and things are blurry um and all those little things we did I feel like made a huge impact on
mm,
at least feeling this party turning sinister,
mm.
you know?
Yeah, I felt like I mean, I wish I was there.
They're like, this is so fun. I love
Yeah,
this.
I mean, we don't get that in the UK. Like, come on.
Really?
Yeah, we don't get those sun-drenched parties, soaked
Oh, I
in
guess
red.
that's
It's
true. It's
insane.
a different aesthetic.
Yeah. And I liked how we saw the dynamic between Bella Thorne and Helena. it's this petty drama gossip, and the absolute friction between Zosia trying to protect Amber and Bella Thorne completely gaslighting everyone to protect the vacation vibe. It's
Yeah.
brutal. Like, did you
Yeah.
have to stir up some real petty high school drama in the rehearsals to get them acting like that?
No, no, they all really got along. It was great. And Bella is just such a like loving person and she's so far from this character. And she made that clear to everyone. Like, I hate what this character's doing, they just did a great job. Like they really just committed to it. And I'm so grateful because I know it's not an easy character to play and it is polarizing, for Bella's character and she still went for it. And I think and you really can feel that tension on screen. So, yeah, but there was nothing behind the scenes. Sorry, I don't have any fun gossip for you.
I mean, she's toxic, she's manipulative as a friend. So it's insane how we see she completely changes, and I like that. And I forgot to mention that. So they're looking for their friends, they're finding their friends. But honestly,
Yes.
you found your vision because this being your debut is insane. Like I'm writing my feature at the moment, and seeing this as an example was like I was blown away. And
Thank you.
um, with it
Thank
being like a real life highway nightmare, I saw you mention how you had a highway truck chase that gave you like nocturnal animal vibes with being with
Exactly.
Jake Gyllenhaal, and knowing you lived through that terrifying 100 miles per hour desert car chase. Um, when you were filming filming that scene, was it like therapeutic to finally put that nightmare on screen, or were you just back to being terrified again?
It was like a mix of feelings. I actually, weirdly enough, was so happy to do that scene because that was actually, where the seed of the idea came from. That was where it all
Mhm.
started. This whole movie started from that traumatizing incident on the Joshua Tree Freeway. So, like, to do that scene, because I had a very specific vision of that scene, because in my mind, I felt like I lived in some version. And when we did it, I was so happy because I was like, that's exactly what I wanted. Like I really wanted to do it. And I knew it would be the hardest thing to do, obviously, one of the harder things to do in this movie. And there were moments where it wasn't possible or it was too much or, there was just so much so many complications with it. And it was really when we did it, to be honest, I was just so happy that I got it in the movie. Like I think and again, I'm sure it was therapeutic in some way, but more than anything, I feel like there was a certain point where I shifted and moved past the traumatizing event and I just like honed in on the film. And I feel like that's where I was in that moment, which was like, I just want to get this moment in the movie. And I want to show people like the fear I felt in that moment. So yeah.
I mean, you delivered on that. And with Joshua Tree, I'll be honest, I never heard of the place before watching your sh uh, like
Me?
first when I watched your short film, I was like, oh, Joshua Tree. I mean, it looks nice. I mean, and I can tell why you shot there, and then you went back there again. It's almost like, damn, most people normally when they've had traumatic incidents, they run away from the locations that they happen. You made two films there. It's kind of wild.
It's so funny. That's so true. It did that first experience obviously was, traumatizing. And I didn't go back for a while. And only until I had written the feature first. So I wrote the feature
Yeah.
first and then COVID had happened and like obviously the world shut down. And then like as COVID was or as things were sort of like opening up again, I was like, okay, like maybe this is the moment to go do a short. Like,
Mm.
and obviously if I'm gonna go do the short, I gotta go back to the
Yeah.
place it all happened. And that first time was like weird going back because I was like, oh, whoa, like this is a lot. But at the same time, I was there with the whole film crew. I was there with my friends. So it was like a
Mm.
totally different experience. And then, but I still wasn't fully like embracing it there because we were only there for like 5 days for the short. And then going back for the feature, obviously I'd gone back many times in between to like scout, look at locations, like do a little research, like all that. And then when I went for pre-production, like officially, because I basically lived in Joshua Tree for like 2 months.
Oh, wow.
I ended up loving it so much and just finding a whole community of people that are like so lovely and great. and just like the best. So I totally had a shift of how I felt about it. Obviously, there is a side of the desert that is super scary. Like even with the community of people you love, like there is still that desolate feeling that makes you feel a bit on edge.
Yeah.
But like if you knowing enough people there now, I like don't even think about it anymore, you know?
Mm. I mean, that's good. You made the fear become a place like home now.
It's home now. It's all home.
And I love how you completely break the rules with the final girl trope. And your girls here, they break the traditional rules, and it's almost like the final girls usually these sweet, innocent, perfect angels, but the girls here, they're messy, vulgar, loud, and angry. I love it. It feels natural, and they still kick ass and survive. How satisfying was it to write that?
It was so great. I was so happy to do it. And I knew, because, we go hard in the end. And
Mhm.
I knew it would maybe ruffle some feathers or have some polarizing reaction. Like, I knew that going into it. I knew that writing the script, but like, it was really empowering. It was really awesome to, you know, have these women take control in that way. Like, I thought it was so just like it was almost a beautiful thing. And then obviously in the last scene after all the madness. But yeah, no, like it's super empowering for the girls to go that far, because we see
Mm.
so many movies where they only go so far, where the characters only go so far. And it feels like there's limits on it, which I totally understand. But I was like, what is like the furthest they could possibly go? And then, take it there. And then in the end, when they're driving away and there's like they're screaming, it's like of freedom. And you're not even supposed to be sure how you feel about the girls. Like, are they perpetuating the cycle of violence? Are they villains? Are we on their side? Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It's just flipping the script is what matters. So that was what was exciting to me.
Yeah, like when you say flipping the script and how far you go. I mean, I'm still traumatized to this day with the final scene with the scissors. I mean, I'm sorry, I went there, I went there. It's I haven't used scissors till this day. I've been using I've using like a butter knife to cut
It's
things now. And where they're cutting, I mean, yeah, they're cutting.
cutting.
Um,
They're
it's
cutting.
it's it's almost like because at the start in the yacht, you've got the inciting incident of what happens with Amber's character, and it's almost like satisfying, physically satisfying doing that and taking away that patriarchal power. And I'm curious to know when did you come to the decision like, yeah, this is how we're gonna do it. We're not gonna like beat them up. We're just gonna take away the essentially that.
The beginning, I was like, I mean, I was like, okay, like, because it was loosely based on something. I was like, okay, maybe we make a version of this movie where, they get away after the car chase.
Mm.
And then it just felt like, are we really just gonna do that? Are we really not? Are we really just gonna make it that? Like it felt so, I don't know, like they're not taking their power back in any way. I don't even I kept thinking to myself, like, what am I trying to say? Like, this is more than just like kind of reliving this car chase in Joshua Tree. Like, what
Yeah.
am I trying to say? And if these girls just get away or the neighbor saves them or whatever it is, it's just, I don't feel like it's talking about what I think in my mind is important to talk about. So I thought going all the way and pushing it to the furthest extreme with female
Mm.
characters was kind of the vision in the beginning when in
Yeah.
writing and editing the script because I felt like there was the powerful ending.
Yeah, because yeah, as you mentioned, like most films, they just show, oh yeah, happy ending, they're driving away. But this is almost like this is real. It's
Yeah.
something that I mean, most it feels like it would happen if given the option. And
Yeah.
with Amber, I want to flash back a bit more. So when the boat assault happens, instead of like the typical Hollywood scream and tell. She hides her trauma and slurs her words and is forced to like fake a smile to keep the good vibe of the trip alive. Why was it important to show that messy, silent, hyper-realistic reaction instead of like a cliche movie reaction? It makes the audience like think much harder about why she's like keeping it to herself.
Yeah. I just think that's more realistic. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
I feel like just generally speaking, bad things happen to people every day, and it's hard to talk about it. It's hard to say it out loud. It's hard to speak about our feelings just in
Mm.
general. You know what I mean? It's so hard for us as humans to be vulnerable and open, and especially young women in this kind of environment. I think it's just so hard to like talk about it, even to your best friends. Like, I do think it is so difficult, especially with just like the constant music, the constant party. Like, it's just hard to even catch your breath for a moment. Like, which is why, like, when she walks out of the room, like the party's happening in full swing, and
Yeah.
like Chloe's like dancing, and then she goes upstairs and everyone's just fine. And it's just like all of a sudden you're in this environment where you don't even know how to talk about it because you're like, there's
Mm.
no room to speak in this environment. This is just
Yeah.
this, we're at a party. And it's funny because even the girls are open and they're asking questions. Like, there is a potential space for her to vent to her friends, but like it all just feels so wrong. So I think that's such an important, authentic thing to portray. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah. No, and I was really inspired by Midsommar and like Florence Pugh
Yeah.
because like in some ways, not all ways, of course, but like in some ways they are similar characters in the sense that they kind of find their voice at the end of the movie. Um, and they take their power back in this twisted way.
I mean, it's so twisted. Like, I'm just curious to know, like, it's your first feature. It's an independent.
Yeah.
Well, how do you make it look so stylized with the yacht? I'm thinking, damn, how did you get the yacht with that many people? That's expensive. Then you've got obviously you mentioned the cinematography. It looks beautiful, and then I mean the cast as well. How did you go about like securing all of that, especially for a first feature?
Yeah. Honestly, to answer your question, I just worked my ass off. Like, I didn't
Mm,
like there was no confirmation I was going to get those things. You know what I mean? Like, I
yeah.
mean, of course, like there was a minimum budget we had in order to like get the yacht and get, certain things in
Mm,
Joshua Tree, but like, we got a lot of favors, like
mm,
a lot of favors in the desert, a lot of favors in Joshua Tree. The yacht was super complicated. Like, I just tried my best to like make it happen. Like, I just hustled. I hustled to make it happen. And yeah, like I tried to also just be really smart about how to use the money. You know what I mean? To
mm,
like make it feel like we're getting as much of that money on the screen as possible. And that requires a little bit of creative thinking, but I feel like we did it. You know what I mean? We did it the
yeah.
best of our ability, at least.
Yeah, I mean, you absolutely smashed it. Like going
Mm,
from the short to the feature.
thank you.
Uh, how did you think about that when you were transitioning from like a 13 to 15 minute short into writing something that's a full length? I mean, I've been struggling with it to this day. So do you have any tips for me when writing
Yeah.
that?
Well, it's funny because I wrote the feature first. The
No
short came after
way.
the feature. So
You
I
needed
already
the
knew
money.
where to start. Yeah. But I don't know. I guess don't be stuck on everything being perfect. I don't even know what your style or how you are, but like I can be perfectionist and sometimes that it makes it really hard for me to like be creative and just put it on the page. And my best advice is to just put it on the page.
Yeah.
Don't think too hard about it. Just do it. And I think then you can go back and change it and do what you need to do to it. But overall, like that was the best advice someone gave me. And it actually helped me because me trying to like control it and perfect it before it's even been put on the page is like the worst thing that I could do for myself. But I don't know. I don't know. That's the best advice I could give.
Yeah. I
don't
mean,
know. I don't know what your process is though.
I overthink quite a lot when I'm writing. It's like,
Yeah,
oh wait, so this idea, no, it's not good. It's this and that. Then it's like, oh, just write it, just do it. Like, what's the
just
point?
do it.
Exactly. And honestly, Isabel, it was lovely speaking to you.
Thank,
And this is a masterclass of a debut, and you absolutely crushed it.
thank you.
And I'm going to be heading over to Naples later on, maybe late summer. I'm going to be catching James's play there, but I know that you've got a film in the circuit that time. It's no, no, sorry, you had one. You had one. Um, but yeah, I'm going to
Which
be.
movie? Which movie?
It was. I swear, it was like Athena.
Oh, Athena, the one that I acted and produced.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We did that in Taormina. Yeah. We did
Yeah,
it. We
yeah,
Taormina Film Festival. Yeah.
yeah. And honestly, lovely speaking to you, lovely to connect.
Mm.
And it was insightful. And I can't wait to see more of your work. And I wish you the best.
Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.